Alright, so we have just set up our Google Ads account and started approaching our first ads campaign. Now, before we do that and before we really dive into all of the nitty-gritty settings in actually creating ads in Google, we're gonna start from the very beginning and look at, hey, what is a campaign and what is the structure of Google Ads? Because you might be mediating between a lot of things. Maybe you have a website, maybe you're selling different products, maybe you have a lot of things that you're going to be advertising for, and you're gonna notice quickly that it's hard to keep track of everything. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna look at the structure of Google Ads and what kind of hierarchy that they work through. This way, you get to start organizing from the very beginning, and you also get an overview understanding of how Google Ads work. So let's get started. So first things first, Google Ads do have a very solid structure, right? And we're gonna go through all of these structures bit by bit. But let's get a bird's eye view first and understand what it's like. Now, the structure works like a hierarchy, right? And a hierarchy we see in most places in life. One of the examples is at work. So if you have a business, right? Maybe you work for a company. Well, chances are that that company has one CEO, maybe several, but for this example, it has one CEO. And from there, basically everything can be decided. He can call all of the shots if he would wish to. But below him, as you can see in the graph here, there are several people working for him. And all of these different people are below him in the hierarchy. Meaning that there are certain things that he can do and decide that they cannot, but they have their own specific tasks, right? So, and below these people, there are certain people who work for them, who are gonna have their own specific task, and they have to answer to the person who are above them in the hierarchy. And the bigger the company, the longer and deeper the hierarchy, right? And the lower in the hierarchy, the less things you can do, the more specific you are in your work task, usually. And on the top of the hierarchy, that's basically where you can do everything. And very similarly, on a website, if we're gonna look at a similar hierarchical structure, you have a homepage, right? When you enter that homepage, you might have several different options. You can go into contact, you can go to about or products. If you go to products, then you're going to get more options. But all of those options are going to relate to what is above them in the hierarchy, which are going to be products. So within products, you might get sub-products, more specific products, or other things related to products. So this is how a hierarchy looks, and Google Ads work very similarly. And if we start from the very top in Google Ads, the first thing we have there is our account, right? And we have just created our account. That's already set up and created. Now, we haven't gone into the settings of the account, but we have created the account. We're gonna go through all of that a bit later. But the account is the big boss, if you will. Everything is going to happen through the account. You can have one account for an entire business. Now, looking at this in the hierarchy, that is the top. The next part of that hierarchy are campaigns. And the campaigns is what we were just launched into, right? So on the top, you have the account, and one single account can have several different campaigns. Now, in this example, there are 3 different campaigns that this account has. It could be 1,000 campaigns, could be 5,000 campaigns, could be 2 campaigns. That's really gonna be up to you. And campaigns are going to have certain settings, right? They're gonna have different settings than account. Now, accounts are gonna have different settings, campaign different settings, and then you're gonna go lower and lower. And we're gonna go through what those are in the course. So while you start at the account, you might set up things such as your billing information, who the user allowance, who is allowed to use this account, time zones, etc. When you go down to campaign, there's gonna be different things to set up. There's going to be different rules to work by. So in campaigns, for example, you're going to have the location, where in the world you want your ads to show. That's a really big and important one. You're gonna have different things such as ad scheduling. You're also gonna have the option to decide which device you want the ads to be shown on. Now these are very big options, right? Now if we go one step further in the hierarchy, we have something called ad groups. Now ad groups are below campaigns. They have their own different sets of options and their own different sets of rules and functions. And if this is already getting confusing, don't worry, just follow along the best you can, because at the end I'm gonna explain how this actually transfers to a business, right? And how you can actually use this information to organize whatever ads that you're planning on doing. So we understand account and we have a basic understanding of campaign. It's gonna get deeper as we keep going on in the course. But next up from campaign is ad groups, right? And ad groups is gonna be below campaign. So one campaign might have 4 ad groups, it might have 500 ad groups, it might have 1, it might have 2. One single campaign can have several ad groups. So if you have one campaign that is focused on, for example, selling in Sweden, that's campaign number 1, then campaign number 2 might be selling in, I don't know, Denmark, for example, and then you can compare those campaigns and see where it's selling best. You get different data, right? You don't want to mix and match that data. Now, while the ad group is going to be a little bit different. Campaigns decide on location, but ad groups have different settings. The ad group is going to decide on things such as audience targeting. And what audience targeting is and what it means, we're going to go through a little bit later on in the course. Now that's a bigger topic. But you're going to have different audience targeting in different ad groups, right? So one campaign can have different ad groups. And now in this hierarchy, each ad group is also going to have ads, right? And the ad is going to have ads, right? So every single ad group needs to have ads. And ads is what pops up when you are using a search term, when you're searching for something. So in this example, I searched for protein powder, and this ad is what popped up in the result, right? And an ad is what's contained within an ad group. Now, an ad group has two things that works on the same level. They are in the same hierarchy of level. So an ad group is going to contain the ad itself. There's going to be the visual, what actually shows up when you search, and it's also going to contain a keyword, or keywords. Probably going to contain a lot of keywords. And keywords, like I said, I searched for the word protein powder, and as you can see, and they work on the same hierarchy of level. And when I search for this ad, I search for the term protein powder. And as you can see in this ad, it's highlighting the word protein, and whoever actually created this ad has made sure that they are using the keyword protein powder in order to rank. So this is why the ad is showing up for me, right? So every single ad group is going to contain keywords and it's going to contain ads. So let's break down what this actually means. So basically, the keyword is going to be the mediator, right? So whenever someone uses a search term like I did, I searched for protein powder. Then Google needs to ask themselves, okay, so what is the intent of this search? What are they searching for? And it's going to look at your account and search through your keywords, right? And if the keywords are matching with their search term, then it's going to be displaying the ad, okay? So the keyword is kind of the mediator, if you will. It's kind of in the middle between the ad and the search term. Now, if the keyword matches in, if the search term matches in with the keyword, that's gonna allow for the ad to be showing. And you may have a lot of different ads rolling, a lot of different ads showing for a lot of different keywords, and you don't have to understand all of that. We're gonna go through that later on in the course. But it's important that you have a basic idea of the hierarchy of the structure that we're looking at. So what does this mean? Well, there's a lot of words going on right now that's going to make a lot more sense as we go. But if we look at this from an organization point of view, so let's say that you have a takeaway business. And if you have a takeaway business, then you might sell different things such as main course, entrees, desserts, you might have vegetarian options. But let's say, for example, that campaign 1 would be vegetarian foods, campaign 2 might be a different form of meats, and campaign 3 might be desserts, right? So if campaign 1 this is about vegetarian food, then the ad groups would be about the different dishes, right? The different dishes, and you might have, let's say, 20 different dishes. So that single one campaign would have 20 different ad groups, right? And all of those different ad groups are going to have different keywords for those dishes and different ads that you want to display in order to make the person click. Now campaign 2 are going to have different types of meat. Let's say you have 30 different types of meat courses and that you're selling, then you're going to have 30 different ad groups, right? And campaign 3, let's say you have 100 different desserts, then you're going to want to make 100 different ad groups if you're planning to make ads for all of them. So that is the way this works. But there are no fast rules either. You could, for example, take all of your dishes and put them into campaign 1 and then have one ad group for vegetarian foods, one ad group for meats, and one ad group for desserts. Now there are no hard and fast rules for this. This is about your own organization and the way that makes it easier for you. If you're a massive company and you have, for example, you sell furnitures, you sell TVs, you sell cell phones, then maybe you want to divide those up into different campaigns. But if you're a smaller business, then maybe you want to divide them up by different campaigns being different cell phones, right? So by understanding the hierarchy, the structure of Google Ads, that allows you to understand how to organize your own ads as we go. Now, if this only made 15% sense to you, then congratulations, you've already learned a lot more information. Because we're gonna move on and start setting up our first ad campaign and go through the different options. And a lot of the things that I'm talking about right now is going to make much more sense as we go. So if you ever get lost, just refer back to this video and have a look at the structure, and you're gonna notice as we complete the ad that, aha, okay, that is the campaign, there's the ad group, here are the keywords I'm using, and there's the ad. I think you'll be surprised by the end of the course. So, good job following along this long. See you in the next lecture. Let's start with our campaign.